Hey everyone, welcome back to Fantasy Roundabout. My name is Tim, coming at you as always from Berkeley, California. I thought I would just kind of round up a number of pickups from local shops and local record fairs, kind of a show and tell that I'm calling Stereologue. A lot of my videos recently have been like travelogue, record crawls, but I don't have time for that all the time. So this is just a good way to show off some recent things that I've been listening to. Hopefully you find something that you enjoy. First up is a newish record out of the UK. On the World of Echo label is Clerkin Trio. This is called Somewhere Good. Clerkin Trio, as the name would suggest, is three people. It's two brothers and Clerkin. The name would also kind of suggest jazz, which is partially there, but it's not a jazz record. This is an avant pop record, definitely in the Bristol tradition. They do hail from Bristol, is my understanding, although I think they kind of recently relocated to London. But the Bristol sound is definitely here. It's like a lot of open space, a lot of like found sounds, and a very human treatment of electronic elements. It is really, really good. I was fortunate to catch them in San Francisco back in April. I think they had just a few US dates, and it was fantastic. So definitely go check this one out. Up next is a 7-inch that I would frequently find in the UK. And for all of you UK viewers, I apologize if this is way too common. But it's not very common here in the US. I found it for $5 here and I just couldn't pass it up. That is the eponymous 7-inch from Jilted John, aka Graham Fellows, backed with Goin' Steady. Jilted John is just like a silly character made up by a guy named Graham Fellows. Graham Fellows has his own record called Love at the Hacienda that I'm very much looking out for. Haven't found it. But, you know, this is fun. This is like a character that's kind of like a Mancunian man boy a la Jimmy Brown, albeit with a sunnier exterior, perhaps. This is from 1978, just like really fun, kind of a throwaway single, but I love it.
I used to think that girls didn't like me, but Sharon's a girl and she loves me. She says I'm dead sexy and butch, and much better looking than Starsky or Hutch. And when we go out for a walk, sometimes other girls look at me. I used to think that I was dead ugly, but now I know I'm not bad looking really. Yeah, yeah, I love Sharon. Yeah, yeah, she loves me. Yeah, yeah, we love each other, and we're so happy. Yeah. Oh, I love you, Sharon.
All right, going back in time to 1968, to the sort of salad days of British light psych. We have Grapefruit, Around. This is the debut from Grapefruit. You know, certainly not an under the radar record, but I I just seem to find these like really beat up all the time. But I found a really clean copy at Rasputin here in Berkeley recently. Couldn't pass it up. This is definitely, calling to mind the Beatles, the Hollies, Honey Bus. Probably not as good as any of those bands, really, but there's some great songwriting here, and I love that cover too. So you probably know this, but if you don't, and you like those kind of like late '60s sunshine pop records, definitely go check this one out. Now for just a couple jazz records, feel like I'm always going to be picking up jazz. And yeah, I'm not going to go into great detail about these, but I recently picked up the debut from Herbie Hancock called Takin Off from 1962. And I also grabbed Out to Lunch, Eric Dolphy from 1964. Both of these are on that 1970s Black Bee label, and really the only reason I want to talk about these is because I just want to highlight affordability of those 70s pressings with the Van Gelder stamp. It's great. I think they sound amazing. I think these records strike a balance between affordability, great sound, and also just scarce enough that it keeps it interesting for digging around. You don't see them all that often, and the prices on these are going up quickly, but I got this for like $45, and the Herbie Hancock I got for like $25, and they sound amazing. Classic records, so love that. Another record that has been discussed ad nauseum over the past 2 months, really the past 60 years, honestly, is Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. I've had a number of copies of this over the years and have never been that happy with it. There's plenty of discussion these days on YouTube about like the shootout between, whichever pressing you're talking about. I was just so curious about this early 70s standalone copy of it. I know that like the DSS or whatever was like pulled from this tape or something like that. I don't know. Either way, this does it for me. This is the best copy that I've ever had, in my personal opinion. It does lack some of that low end, but to me, it kind of works for this record. It really kind of lifts up the celestial harmonies, if you will, in the top end. So I love this. I think this is such a great pressing of this record. You can disagree with me, but I don't care. Up next is a fairly unexpected find from Lloyd's Records down in Oakland. This is Ditto with the record In Human Terms. Ditto is the moniker of Charles Ditto. I don't know if that's his real name or not. There he is on the back. This is on Ditto Records. A lot of, Ditto. This is a 1987 release out of Texas. And it's just like early experiments in MIDI. It's like MIDI synthesis, and it is fantastic. It's kind of like ambient, Eno-ish, a little cluster-ish, but with that kind of late 80s sheen, but still feels very DIY. Very good stuff. Highly recommend checking this one out. So I'm a pretty big broadcast fan. I think it's pretty evident. Always excited to find OG copies of their releases out in the wilds. I found this extended play for $6 at Amoeba SF recently. I've had extended play 2 for a long time, and so I needed this match to that. A number of these tracks wound up on Future Crayon, I think in I don't know, mid 2000s or something. But always love getting these original 12 inches. This sounds great. All right, rounding out this episode of Stereologue is the 1981 release Scientist Meets the Space Invaders. Killer cover right there. Honestly, I'm new to the whole dub reggae world. It's not something that I've been picking up previously, but I woke up the other day just feeling like I needed some in my life, and this UK OG was at the record fair that I went to that day. Had to pick it up. Really enjoying it. I'm sure there's plenty more out there that I should be getting into, so please in the comments let me know what you think. More Scientists, King Tubby, etc. So yeah, been enjoying this one. And there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Stereologue. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe to follow along for more. Please, comment about any of these records that you maybe know or you don't know, and any recommendations that you have for me. Greatly appreciated. So anyway, hope everyone is keeping cool in the heat waves out there. Stay safe, and I will catch you next time. Peace.